5, 4, 3, 2.
What is up, my lovely people? Welcome to nico.radio. It's 6 o'clock on a Tuesday night, everybody's favorite night, Tuesdays now because of nico.radio. Thank you all for being here. I'm your host tonight, Mr. Nico Ruggieri. I am so excited for this night. This is probably the best open mic night we are ever going to have. Yes, virtual open mic nights, that's what Nico Radio is. Making music in a world of noise. What does that even mean? Well, the world is noisy. We know this. That's a fact. But how do we change that? We make music, and that's what we do. That's our skill. So that's kind of what Nico Radio is. It's a stage for musicians all around the world, a virtual stage. But the best part about it is it's also a classroom where we come together, collaborate, work together, form wonderful projects. And not only that, we support each other. We show our love, we reach our hands out, and we say, let's do this together. There's no reason that we can't be doing this together. We should always be thinking about helping others with this. And I think after all of these past 8 weeks, that's what we've done. We've built a community around helping people, right? That's what we do. That's what music does. So I am so excited for tonight. I just want to give you a reminder of what that was, what our challenge was for this week. The challenge was to collaborate with Nico, me, right here. And pretty much for the last 48 hours, I've spent my time in this little room behind me here. That's my drum set back there. I've spent the last 24 to 48 hours down here recording your tracks. So I think we have about 12 to 14 performers tonight. And all of you that decided to collaborate with me, I recorded your backing tracks. I made stems, right? You record your own track, a bass part, a drum part, a piano part, a voice part. You got to choose. You got to choose which track I got to play. You're going to be pleasantly surprised when you find out that I played more than the track that you asked me to. I hope you will. I hope I didn't ruin your song. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. And, I said absolutely. That's my goal of tonight. For how many comments you have put in the chat, I cannot say the word absolutely. I guess we're going for 1,000 comments tonight. Megan's here, so we're going to get to at least 500 because she just speaks our feelings. You know, Megan knows what I'm feeling, and she just puts it right in the chat. So, hi, Megan. Hi, Dom. Hi, Brendan. Hi, Nina. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Emmeline. Hi, Caleb. Hi, Chloe. Who did I miss? Hi, Jacob. I get to see everybody up on my screen up here. But first, hi, everybody at Instagram. Love you all. Tune in on radio.nicoplays.live. You'll get to see the full production. I highly recommend you do that because right now you just see my ugly face. That's not helping. But go head over to radio.nicoplays.live. Put it on in the background. That's all you got to do. Put it on in the background. You know, go cook, go dance, do whatever you do. But the first part, we have a new segment tonight. And it is, let me pull up our screen here. On nico.radar. Yes, I have some things on my radar. what I'm listening to. And there's 3 artists this week that I want to brag about here. Oh, I disappeared. There we go. So there's 3 artists I want to talk about. We're going to listen to them real quick, and then we're going to get going on with the show, the real show. But we want to start from the left here. My friend Allegra Jordan just released a new single this week called Why Me? And why me? Why her? She's phenomenal. This is why you need to listen to her. She's a business student at Berklee. She's not just one of the greatest musicians I've ever met, recording, singing, live performance. She did 5 week, and that's where I got to meet her, and she's just a bright, shining star on campus. Someone that you could see on campus, that smile from a mile away, and you know you're going to love just talking to her, getting to know her, and listening to her music. So we're going to listen to her single, Why Me? Got to go follow her on Instagram, and you got to go listen to it. We put it on the nico.radio playlist. Everything you see here, you're going to hear on the nico.radio playlist. Go check it out on our Instagram. But let's listen to Allegra real quick. We're going to jam. I'm going to dance just for you.
I don't want you to suffer, but you're suffering with me. I believe it was me if it ends real ugly. So I'll roll the tape and play the question back. All I ask is why me? Am I here started quitting? Why do my good days never come without a price? Why can't you be the brave one before it's too late?
So that's just a little snippet here. Allegra, we love you so much at nico.radio. We are so happy to brag about you each and every day. Go check her out. Instagram, Spotify, all streaming platforms. You're going to love it. Next on our list is my lovely friend, someone who I've got to work with a lot this past year at Berklee, and her name is Alia Simone. Alia Simone just dropped her first EP this week called Sonder. 5 amazing tunes produced by her friends up at Berklee, featuring some artists. It really gets so heartfelt. I love just knowing that I got to meet her as one of my colleagues, somebody that I worked with, and then I got to watch her perform, and then I got to watch her record. And I remember having this one conversation with her saying, are you putting your music out there? People have to hear you. There's no way you can go on with this life without people hearing you on Spotify and all those different platforms. And she did it. She absolutely did it. My heartfelt friend, I absolutely love getting to know her each and every day and seeing her shine in her own way. She is a loving human and an even more loving artist. This is a cut from her EP, the first song called September.
It's only a week away. September is only a week away. I'm barely holding on, my fears are growing stronger. They told me to give in, can't take it any longer. But I'm trying to keep my head above the water. When the going gets tough, I might give up, I might look to the sun, I might, then I remind myself again, I'm almost there. September is only a week away. September is only a week away.
Yeah, Alia Simone dropping Sonder on us. Go have it a listen. Go save it on Spotify, iTunes, all the streaming platforms. You're going to get to know her on campus as an orientation leader and a student ambassador. She is a leader in this industry, in this world, in life. Alia, you are a star. Keep shining. And finally on our list of my radar is my best friend, my brother, Nick Aquilino. Yes, this is an R&B artist starting out in Miami, Florida, bring it all the way up to Berklee for his final year with me. We graduated just this past year in music business, but this genius, he is a dreamer, he is an icon, he is a legend in this world. And he's just shooting so hard for this, for R&B to come back. And there's not anybody doing this. There's not anybody doing what Nick Aquilino does right now at our age level. So give him a listen here. He plays one of my favorite tunes. Listen to his vocal range. It's like he knows every vocal part and he can sing every vocal part. You can find him on Spotify too. But this is my brother, Nick Aquilino, singing my favorite tune, Brown Sugar.
Love you, love. I wanna make you feel alright, baby.
We don't deserve you, Nick. Oh! Nick, my brother, love you so much, man. I am just so proud of all the things you are and all the things you're becoming. Keep shining, man. All right. We need to think of a little slogan for me, nico.radio. I know making music in a world of noise, but I think keep shining is pretty cool, right? I think keep shining is pretty cool. Okay, so let's just get the show on the road. I think that's the best thing to do. Our first act tonight is a collaboration pretty much led by the one who's been in every collaboration ever so far. Our friend Aaron Fitzgerald brought it back tonight. He's got Tyler, he's got Sophia, he's got John, and he's got Pancho for Inside by Melt. Let's give it a listen.
Can I help you find what you're looking for? If not, then I'll be on my way. I don't know what you'll find anymore, but I won't make you stay. No, I'm just a host to those who rule my mind, and now I'm feeling this way all the time. They push me down, they're keeping me alive, and I don't know what's real or what's inside. Real or what's inside.
Is our boy Aaron in the chat. Aaron, thanks for leading the crew. We got to see some familiar faces there too. John, you were in one last week, and I think Tyler was in one 2 or 3 weeks ago. Good to see your faces again. Thanks for coming to nico.radio. So happy to have you here. Spread the word, share it with people, because we want to keep showing you off to more people. So I'm so happy to have you on nico.radio. Aaron, keep up the great work. So happy that you joined us this week and you joined the crew. So. All right, we got our next artist up. Now, we got to see Paris in a different format last time, playing with Caleb. She did, I think it was Daniel Caesar tune. She was playing the keys on it. Woo! That one put us in our feels. This week, we're going right back. Paris playing the keys with, I think, Kiara, is it? Let me find out. I could be wrong. Kiana, I'm sorry. Kiana, a new face to the Nico.radio crew. Kiana, we're back. Okay, so finally, let's bring it right back to where we were. My friend Kiana and Paris, they're going to take it away with a song by her. All right, singing now.
Places I've never known, when no one else seems to be getting through. Only you can tell what's going on. When I hear your name, put a smile upon my face. It don't matter the time or the place. Now you make it all better now. I can love you forever now. When I hear the sound, when I'm feeling down, ain't nobody else gotta be around but you to make it better now. Let me get myself together now. Let me sing my song. Don't wanna be alone. I know that when I listen, I find what I've been missing right here in my heart. Let me sing my song.
Sing your song. Yeah. Paris, Kiana, thank you for joining the nico.radio crew. You were phenomenal. Oh my gosh, the chord choices, and then there was like more than one of you, Kiana. You were singing away, girl. I love it. Keep up the great work. Keep sharing your art. Her's a great artist. Whew. And you both fit that so well. That's a beautiful style. You're killing it. So keep up the great work. All right, our first collaboration of the week. My friend Nandini. I don't know if she's here or if she's awake, but she said she normally sets an alarm before these, and then she wakes up, and then she goes right back to sleep. So, good morning, Nandini. What would a show be without 5/4? What's a show without 5/4? All right, give it a listen.
Sa 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 pa ni sa 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 pa ni sa 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 pa ni sa 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 pa ni sa 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 pa ni sa 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 pa ni sa pa sa ga ma ba 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 ma ga pa ni sa re ga ni sa ni sa ma pa re ga ni sa pa sa ga ma ba 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 ma ga pa ni sa re ga ni sa
My gosh. Every time I clap after these, I'm clapping for not me, the artists. Okay, Nandini. Oh my gosh. Okay, how did you just melodically decide that I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna go down, and no matter what happens in between, it's just gonna be magnificent? It's almost like you're doing math. It was phenomenal. I love the solfege. It's just, it's so beautiful. Now, you're really lucky. I knew that tune. Take 5 is pretty much a standard. Like, when you think 5/4, you immediately go to, take 5. at least in the jazz world. Jill knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, Dave Brubeck really made the 5/4 a teachable moment, by writing Take 5. Now, I played that back in high school. I played drums on it and never played it straight. So I hope I didn't ruin your tune. I hope we had some fun with that. You are a legend. I hope you get to wake up for this and hear it. But I am just so glad that you've joined the nico.radio community. I'm so thankful for you and getting to hear you as I played this week. It was beautiful. It was moving. I have such a great appreciation for Indian classical music and how it's taken different forms and shapes all the way up to where we are today with Bollywood and such. But I love when you turn it into something like a Dave Brubeck tune. So amazing, beautiful work. I'm so glad to have you in our community. Okay, let's keep it rolling here with our next artist. Are you ready? We clearly don't deserve Caleb. He does it again.
Articulo mortis celitus mihi vires. Nearer, my God, to thee, nearer to thee. Though it be a cross that raiseth me. In articulo mortis celitus mihi fideste, o adjuvantem continentum in perpetuum dirigenus Domine lusta pera, lusta sicitura astra excelsior, 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 excelsior. My song shall be nearer, my God, to thee. Dirigenus Domine lusta pera, lusta sicitura astra excelsior.
Can all 9 of you come over right now and sing for me for the rest of my life? I'll pay you. I'll pay you every day. Oh my gosh, Caleb. You did it again. We don't deserve you. The stank faces I made, but just... We don't... Here at nico.radio, we don't get how you just... You don't even need to see music or a chart or anything. You just... I know where that note fits, and I know where it needs to change, and I'm going to do it together with all 8 other ones of me. Caleb, you are amazing, and I love following you on Instagram and getting to see each and every day you just changing it up and challenging yourself. I mean, like, nearer my God to thee, and then, like, you are everything. You are everything a vocalist. Oh my gosh. Caleb, I am so happy that you are in the nico.radio community. Thank you for dropping my jaw every week. All right, our next artist. I had some fun with this one. This is the first collaboration I worked on, which means only 48 hours ago I started working on it. Just right around this time, 2 days ago, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start tonight, and then hopefully by Tuesday they'll all get done. My lovely friend, our Princess Ira, decided to write an original this week again. And in leading up to this week, I had just spoken to her. I was like, what do you want to do? Let's collaborate. What do you want to do? And she said, well, I'll write original tonight. And I was like, what do you mean? You don't have to write anything. Just pick one of your old originals. No. I'll do it tonight. I'll do it in Logic. And the next morning I wake up and there it is. And she was like, go ahead, play whatever you want to it. So hopefully you'll like it. This is the next segment known as What Disney Needs with Princess Ira. Seriously, this Disney needs Princess Ira.
Thanking about you doesn't lead into the truth.
Ira, never stop being you. Throw some hearts in the chat for Ira. Writing original tunes like nobody I know. Amazing. I loved collaborating with you here. What a groovy tune. And you know, I think one of my favorite parts in doing this one was hearing the backing track that she originally sent. It was just her vocals and the little synthesizer. And I mean, it could have gone any direction. It could have been like a little ballad. It could have been that upbeat. It could have been even, you know, it's harder backbeat, something like a rap style, a hip hop sort of thing. It could have been anything, but I loved sending it over to you after and saying, you know, how do you like it? Should I change anything? And you said it's 1,000 times better. And we just naturally agreed that that's where this song should go. So that was one of my favorite things, learning that, you know, no matter what you do on a track, somebody has to agree with the other side. And I'm just so happy that you agreed with it. You are a songwriter. You are a princess. Keep being you. I am so glad you joined us this week. And now you can go back to sleep. I know it's really late. So we love you here at nico.radio. Hearts in the chat for Ira. Thank you so much. That was so fun to do this week. Okay, now we'll take a break from the collaborations a little bit, and we're going to go over to one of the, I think in week 2 of Virtual Open Mic Nights, she stole our hearts with a Jacob Collier tune. But she's back again, Miss Jill Scott. And she's going to be singing another her tune. Her's kind of the theme of tonight. I think we're going to catch on to this artist. Yeah, everybody's catching on. So, Jill, take it away.
Hi, my name is Jill Scott. My primary instrument is voice, and today I will be performing for you Gone Away by her. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Jill! Yes, girl! Oh my gosh! You went away And now you're back, and Nico.radio loves you exponentially. We didn't even have to hear you sing. Jill, you have such a beautiful voice and such a beautiful spirit, too. You just, I don't know, in every conversation, I mean, I haven't got to meet you in person, obviously, but, you know, I've watched you collaborate with other students and support them and, you know, chime into conversations, and you just, boom, bring it right back up. It's so beautiful to see spirits like that in the world, and your music's going to carry that presence everywhere you go. So I am so thankful that you stuck around with us. You joined the Nico.radio community. You are welcome here. You are loved here, and you stole the show every single time. You are amazing. Jill, thank you. All right, our next artist. Now we have a little surprise this time. It's a new artist on Nico.radio. And this is for an upcoming release. We are going to be one of the first groups of people to hear this song. And it comes out, I believe, this Friday, or no, Thursday into Friday. Our friend Christopher Norman drops his song, Figure It Out, this week. And it's going to be on an upcoming album called Berries. And that's coming out in June. So be on the lookout for that. You'll get to see his Instagram tag in a few seconds on his slide. But this is kind of like our sneak preview. See if we like the tune, and then we'll probably like the album right after. He will be joining you at Berklee, and it's been the run. You know, every time you come out with an album and you come out with singles, you know, you're constantly running. You're going left and right, up and down. He's been through it all. Kind of inspired by Rex Orange County, Mac DeMarco, some great artists right there. You'll hear it. You'll hear it in his tune, Figure It Out. So give it a listen right now. Tell us what you think.
I can't seem to figure out. All this time I've needed someone, and now that I'm not without, I feel like I'm chasing nothing but your lips, baby, they're my home, and your kiss, baby, the best I've known. I can't seem to figure it out. I can't seem to figure it out. I can't seem to figure it out, girl. It's not like I'm done with love, packing up and saying goodbye. I'm just trying to be straight up. Let's figure out what's going on. 'Cause your lips, baby, they're my home. Your kiss, baby, the best I've known. I can't seem to figure it out. I can't seem to figure it out. I can't seem to figure it out, girl. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Chris, you legend. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. We just figured out what we're doing this week. The moment your song comes out, it's going on the Nico.radio playlist, and we're getting it out to the world. Chris, thank you for joining the Nico.radio crew. You just wrote yourself one amazing tune, and we cannot wait to hear your album. You can get that the first week of June. Look out for that, but you can get streaming to Figure It Out this week. Chris, thanks for joining the crew, and you killed it, as always. Love your tone, too. Just your vocal tone. It blended so beautifully with your guitar. So glad you joined us this week. And come back. Share another tune with us. Seriously, we'd love to hear it. And I'll even talk about the album release. So, all right, let's keep it rolling here. We're back to some OGs. Our friend Nina and Tanina decided to collaborate with Ryan this week, and they did a little decorative song by Jhené Aiko, and I absolutely love it. Watch the little waterfall at the beginning. It's so cute. I love it. Thank you, Antonina, for decorating.
There was a woman born from a lotus. Her heart was golden, deep as the ocean. And then this one man, he came and broke it till it was open, just like a she found her focus, the beast awoken.
Well, we want more. We totally want more, and the good news is you're going to see more of them, but... oh, so beautiful. And Nina, you... your voice. Oh, Ryan, you just pick every chord in the world ever, and it sounds wonderful. So you both, I'm so glad you got to collaborate this week, and keep it up. Just keep posting stuff everywhere you go. You know, nico.radio is not the only place that you can collaborate. Throw it up on Instagram, you know, share it with the world, because... you are all superstar talents. All right, so you're going to see them again in a few minutes. Let's get on with more collaborations here that were Nico involved. We're going around the world again with our friend Melissa. Now, this one was fun because we went to musical theater, and I happened to I got a lot of my drumming knowledge from playing a lot of shows. I've never played the show that this is from, A Chorus Line, but you're going to love it. Melissa kills it every time. Wait till you hear her belt here.
Hi, I'm Melissa Mandel, and I'm from Long Island, New York. And clearly, no, I can't play the drums, but I do know someone who can. And this week, I will be covering the song What I Did for Love from the Broadway musical A Chorus Line, and we will have accompaniment by Nico.
That's right.
Enjoy.
It's today. Goodbye. The sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you. But I can't regret what I did for love. Look, my life hurts it for love? What hurts it
You know, I've had so much fun over the last 8 weeks watching you all grow as musicians, but Melissa, every week you challenge yourself to do something different, something more, from a different genre, from a different world, really, sometimes, and or a different, place, different genre, different life, right? And we've got to see so many sides of you. But this week, it didn't matter what you were singing. I mean, you were just in your zone. We felt that. Yes. That was amazing. I think out of all the weeks you've performed, that was definitely my favorite. I mean, I got to play along with it, so yeah, it was my favorite. But just watching you really dig in and hit those notes, the change, all of that, it just flowed. It just flowed so beautifully, and that's what you do with your vocals. So Melissa, I cannot thank you enough in words for joining this community. And I remember when we met on a tour a long couple months ago, and I just, now where you are today, just keep going up. Just keep going up. You are shining. So keep shining, Melissa. So glad that you are part of the nico.radio community. This was easily my favorite week to hear you perform. So let's keep it rolling here. Our next segment, I can't see the preview, so we're going to guess what it is. Easy. Happiness. Happiness featuring Emmeline. More musical theater.
It is a beautiful day here in Vermont, so I figure what better time to sing a song called The Secret of Happiness, accompanied by all of the bugs flying around me and the baby foxes that live over there in my yard. I've discovered the secret of happiness is learning how to glide. I've discovered the secret of happiness is just enjoy the ride. Don't let your journey be tainted by pride. And I've discovered the secret of happiness is not to mourn the past. I've discovered the secret of happiness is not to run too fast. You can still beat them by coming in last. But the secret of happiness is, I've discovered the secret of happiness is not to be afraid. I've discovered the secret of happiness is all illusions fade. Don't fear the future, you'll just be delayed. 'Cause the secret of happiness is living in the now. Living in the time it takes to blink, I think is how we're meant to be living. I've discovered the secret of happiness is following my will. I've discovered the secret of happiness is that we can run that hill. Happiness comes when we learn to be still. And the secret of happiness is, the secret of happiness is clear. The secret of happiness is near. The secret of happiness is here.
Emmeline, you are such a queen. I love it. You have done musical theater on nico.radio quite a bit, and validates more and more that that's your jam. You kill it. Oh my God, you just have such a voice for it. And there's so much brightness and just life. There's so much life in your voice and how you sing it and how you perform it. That was happiness. If I had to listen to something, that was happiness. And you performing it, thank you. Thank you for being part of this community. Even though in week 2 you decided to make fun of me with Dom, but it's okay. I love both. I love both of you still, but I love all of you. And Emmeline, this week I'm glad that you challenged me a bit. Most of the time when I get a recording, when I get something sent to me, the first thing I do is jump on Spotify or Apple Music and I listen to it. I try to see what are they doing and how I can replicate that, right? But for this one, I pulled it up and I was like, wait, there's nothing else to it. I have to make all of it up. So I got the bass part, and one of the best things that I got to learn, and what hopefully you learned through all of this, right, is the importance of being on it. This is not motivational Nico. This is like serious Nico. Whether it's tempo or key or song form or lyrics or melodies, you kind of have to be on it. You have to know your part when you're recording. Because live, there's room for mistakes. There's headroom, right? You can kind of, oops, I messed up that lyric a little bit, and then bring it back and, fix it. But when it comes to recording, you really get as many chances as you can to make it perfect. So do it, right? For me, I had less than 24 hours to do it, and I just listened. And Emmeline, you just made it so easy to play along with you. And that's because you were on it. You stayed to the track, you sang the key, and it sounded good. It was like nothing where I had to tune in and say, okay, what's going on here? So, Emmeline, looks like you're on your way to being a studio musician. Keep up that work. And the best thing to do is just sing along to karaoke tracks. I mean, really, as vocalists, that's the best thing you could do. Get used to singing along to tracks without the vocals. So, Emmeline, you are absolutely killing that right now. Keep it up. And let's move on to our next performer of the night. I'm sorry, I love it. It's Rohit plus Snowball plus Napoleon plus a bear plus Nico. You will see what that all means in a second. Rohit and I played a great song this week. You're going to hear it. And it's called Another Day. And it means a lot to me and Rohit both. A Dream Theater tune. Dream Theater, who kind of originated at Berklee. But Rohit definitely finds his place in Dream Theater here. And I barely find my place. I played along, but this one's for Rohit. Rohit, you are smooth. You are smooth. The hair flip and all. You are just... I mean, we get to see a different side of you every week. I mean, fast, slow, strong, power chord, super duper melodic note. You know, it's like, but here you are, just change the pace entirely, and you did it so beautifully. That is a masterful musician. One that can really see both sides of the penny and say, hey, you know what? Let's make this one count. Let's make this one mean something. And that song, you know, my heart was in it with you. So I loved jamming with you, and I really think we should do it again. So we'll talk about that. All right, our next artist. Now this one was fun. This one was my favorite because as soon as I started listening to it, I was like, okay, here we go. We've been calling him Ed Sheeran. We've been calling him Bonfire. We've been calling him Campfire. We call him everything. We called him our heartthrob. Gabe really took this one away this week. Oh my God, we wrote a pop tune. Gabe, I hope you enjoy what I did here. This is one of his originals. We got to do an original, so check it out. Oh, I have to do my thing. The Cozy Campfire with Gabe.
Hey guys, what's up? Here's an original song I wrote called Promise Me. Time flies by at such speeds, moves faster than I can see. Winter, spring, summer, and fall, we just went through it all. Feels like yesterday was you and me, dancing with strangers. First day, first kiss, and a week or two, slowly fell in love with you. But as we come to the end of our time here, promise me that you won't forget what we had, and promise me that I will still be your man, and I promise you that with all that will change, you'll be the one thing I can never replace. Promise me, babe. Months passed by, didn't they? We went through all kinds of crazy. First lights on as you cried, my heart broke inside. I messed up my first shirt, was stronger in the end. And as we finished, time in this town. Just promise me that you won't forget what we had. Promise me that I will still be your man. Promise me that with all that will change, it will be the one thing I could never replace. Just promise me,
Gabe, the heartthrob. Seriously. We're going to play all of everybody's weddings ever because that's just what we do now. You know, your originals are really something. Phenomenal. And you make such, perfect choices with, making the melody shift from the guitar to your voice and then fitting it in with the chords and then magically turning both of those things into a chorus, a melody. And, you are a master of writing the songs because just what you do every single week, you challenge yourself to write something new, put it out there. Last week you hit us with a beautiful cover, and it just shows your mastery on guitar and then, what you think and what you feel. And that's really hard. It's really hard to mess with as, a drummer and a bassist here because I gotta just guess and think, what does Gabe want this to sound like? So I think we did well based on what everybody said. I thought it was great. And Gabe, I had so much fun writing that tune. We should do it again. And we'll talk about that at the end. Okay. Next performer. Now, this one was a beast. If I had to say any of them were the hardest, it was definitely this one. And you will know why. Of course, it's time for Jazz Cat Ryan. Here's an original tune he wrote. This was a beast. Listen to it. This kid's a legend. Ryan, okay, if you handed me, I don't know if you even wrote the chart to it, but if you handed me the chart and I had to compare what I played to the chords that you wrote, it'd be like Guitar Hero where I got kicked off the stage after like 2 seconds. Because that was just genius. I mean, really, the chords you chose, the roads we took to get where we were, and it's just, wow. I did the best I could because, I mean, it's like, here's me on my level, here's you. It's out of the camera, literally all the way up there. Just, wow. Wow. I love your originals. I love when you cover. It's just, keep doing. Just keep doing. Ryan, that's amazing. And I hope I did it good. You said I did great. Well, thank you. That means everything to me. Thank you. That was probably the hardest one of the week. And that was sort of like with 24 hours until the show. So it was like kind of like one of the last ones I did. I recorded the video too. So I was really pushing. I was like, all right, I got to get this. I guess in the bass line. And I did all one takes. You know, I was like, if I'm doing this, I'm doing it in one take. So I learned the tune first, listened to it like about 3 or 4 times. Then I try it, mess up a couple times. And then finally around like the 6th or 7th try of playing through, I get it. So that's without a chart. Anyway, let's keep it rolling here. Guess what time it is? It's Sean time. All right. Sean collaborated this week with another Berklee artist, Munkayu, and she let's see. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure we're on that one. Yes, they both played Them Bones. Them Bones. And then there's some fretless guitar, there's frets, there's everything. It's insane. Let's see. Yeah, okay. This is an Alice in Chains tune. One of my favorites. I think I first heard it in like a Home Depot or something. I was like jamming out. I was like, yeah! But here we go. You just gotta hear it. You gotta hear it. Legends! Holy smokes, you guys rock. Oh my gosh. Yo. So Sean's been just collaborating with everybody, and that's amazing. But Fretless? Collaborating with Fretless? Yo, that's insane. And I'm glad you got to join us this week. You both rocked. Holy smokes. I don't normally play like that. And, you know, you took me down a different path, and I'm glad I got to play along because if I'm going to play along with two guys like you, yeah, that's it. Legends. Them Bones. I'm glad you pulled me back to that because now I'm going to go rock out for the rest of the week. Sean, it's always Sean time. Every single moment, every second of every day is Sean time, okay? Everybody got that right? And Sean, you just, you're one of those people I'm just so glad I met. And I never knew that we'd ever be doing this together. And I'm glad you challenged me this week. You got me out of my comfort zone. And I think it'd be cool to see you jump into something new. I don't know. Maybe I could challenge you. I could maybe pick the songs we collaborate. I don't know. We'll think of it. But you guys both killed it so much. Keep rocking out. All right, we are on to our last one of the night. It is This Will Make You Cry. That's what this part is called. This Will Make You Cry.
Sunrise, sunrise, looks like morning in your eyes, but the clock's held 9:15 for hours. Sunrise, sunrise, couldn't tend to say if it's right, 'cause the afternoon's already come and gone. And I said, ooh.
Sunrise. I feel like my sun rises every Tuesday at 6 p.m. And that right there, that last performance, collaborating with all of them, that was almost I don't know, it was like the pinnacle for me, the pinnacle moment of nico.radio, where I realized, because that was one of the last songs I recorded too, and I just realized how blessed I am that you all confide, not in me, you confide in nico.radio. You spend your time here, you give your efforts, you give your artistry to this platform, and seeing all of those musicians combined, I think it's safe to say that they've performed the most along with Melissa and Rohit. I think. Yeah. And just every week, Jacob, I've already expressed as many ways as I can, and I'm trying to think of more to put it into words. Your musicianship is just top notch. everything you play. I mean, and you really backed it down this week. I mean, Chloe, your musicianship as a composer and then as a performer, I mean, it's just masterful at such a young age. Brendan, I remember the first week you performed, and we used to joke about you being the Jack Johnson and stuff, and it's watching you grow over the last 8 weeks, and it's like I don't know, it's like you're spending your whole life with your best friends, and you get to watch them become amazing different people and spread their wings in different ways. And I mean, you're doing that every week, just picking different tunes, and staying to your roots at the same time. And then Nina, I don't know how, I'm just exponentially grateful for what you've done for nico.radio. You've definitely been a big spirit behind what gets me to do it. I mean, when I wake up and I think it's time to stream, it's time to work on the website, it's time to do this, I really could just push it off to the wayside. I mean, I have opportunities left and right that I could be taking to do other things, but I would say, out of all of the crew, out of all of you, just you all inspire me in different ways. I'm so grateful for Antonina, though, for really reaching out to me and letting me know what this platform has done for artists, especially her. But really, what's been the magic of it all is you've been doing it all by yourselves. I'm doing nothing. This week I did a lot, but ultimately I'm doing nothing. I'm pressing buttons, going to the next slide, and that's giving you all a stage. We peaked about 25 to 26 viewers this week. Who knows if that will ever grow or decline or what, but I just want you to all to know that regardless of what happens to nico.radio, whether it gets bigger, whether it gets smaller, whether it disappears, whether it gets syndicated on CBS, and I sell all of your talents and souls for a good amount of money and then get, bad criticism because it's not all great news by John Krasinski. Anyway, I'm just kidding, but I don't know if you heard about that, but Nico.radio is about you. It's about making music in a world of noise, and this week was probably the most fun I've ever had. Making music with friends, sharing your talents and sharing my talents with it. Would we agree that this was probably like the most fun challenge? Would we agree that we want to do this challenge again? And maybe this time we want to choose a different song, maybe one of our originals, so that Nico can write the other parts to it and we can make it sound good and we can put it out somewhere. I do want to warn you of something. Most people, even some of my friends from that college, some people charge a lot of money to do that. Maybe like $50 or $60 per stem or per hour. So the stems, I record a bass part, that's a stem. I record the drum part, that's a stem. Imagine if I charged you $50 for each instrument I recorded tonight. That's not fair. This is nico.radio. It's free, it's fun, it's exciting, it's loving. No. Listen, we're on a team, and we're going to get good together. And my only hope is that, let's say one of these songs, you use my tracks to them, and you get super famous. Who cares? Who cares about turning it into money or turning it into fame? Just remember me. I will remember all of you. I will remember every moment we spent on nico.radio. And I just want to let you know that we're going to keep going with this. We're going to keep trying it. Okay? So we're going to cool it down next week just to give us some time to relax, because this was a big week for me. I really had to work. I mean, I was 24 hours. I was pretty much just nico.radio, doing this, doing that, recording the tracks. So let's cool it a little bit. Is that okay? I hope that's okay. This will be kind of a cool down week where you don't have to participate if you don't want. It'll be a slower night. But the challenge will be to do what I did this week, and that is Insta Mashups. So what you're going to do is go on Instagram, find any of the artists that you see on nico.radio. Maybe you ask them, hey, can I play along to this and put it on nico.radio? I think it'd be good to stick in the nico.radio community for this week. You know, we're a family. We're all friends. Friends love each other. That's Team Waffle. I abbreviated all of it. But anyway, Insta Mashups, right? So you're going to go listen to maybe one or two. See, because Insta only lets you post a minute, right? So maybe pick one or two. It could be two different people. It could be two different tracks. If you're a vocalist, so this is where it gets hard. If you're a vocalist and you try to pick another vocalist track, that doesn't work. So maybe just do your version of their song. So we can compare. We could say, I was inspired by Caleb and I wanted to do this song. I was inspired by Rohit and I tried to do this song. So just be inspired by other people. And if you want to play along to them, great. If you want to add something, great. If you want to copy it and do your own, totally great. But I think it'd be cute. 1 to 2 minute segments. We could get as many people as you want. But yeah, we're just showing people, we're giving people more of a reason to share, right? You want to share your talents with people. And I think it's really fun to post on Instagram. I'm doing something with somebody else. The rule about Instagram, the rule about social media, and this is where Nico gets all business here, but, and I'm sorry, I do want to end. This is my giant monologue. Do something remarkable where nothing remarkable is happening. Think about Instagram. You sit there, double tap, I don't know, maybe just me, I don't know. But do something remarkable, something that people are going to look at and say, whoa, this is different, right? And different is different for everybody. I mean, really, make it your own. And this is a cool way to do that, okay? I'm thinking the week after, we'll jump back into collab with Nico's, and hopefully by then you will have original songs. I think original songs would be cool. So we could do covers if you want. We could do a full, cover, but I think it would be cool if we did originals, if that sounds cool. If you sent me your original track and you were like, Nico, can you play bass, guitar, no guitar. You can even ask Sean to play guitar on one. You can even ask Brendan to play guitar on one. You can ask Jacob to play bass. We can literally start a studio from afar, but you have to remember this. If you're ever going to make money off of it, make sure your artists get paid, okay? So if somebody says, no, I don't want to record, fair game, okay? But we're a family. We're all friends. Let's work together here. I will always be working together for you. I will always be sharing your talents, sharing them with the world, and that's what best friends do. We tell each other about each other, and only good things. I only have good things to say about all of you. I love you all so much. Oh, one more thing. I get a new instrument this week. The new instrument is called a Nintendo Switch. And I think I prefaced that we would be having a stream to decorate my island. I got Animal Crossing, so we need to decide a day that we're going to play that. I'm thinking Friday, but I don't want to occupy your 6 p.m.s every single day. I think I get here on Thursday, which means Friday we could play or Monday. We can skip the whole production stream and we could just do, let's have some fun. So this will be a cool down week, okay? We're going to cool down on nico.radio, and the next week we're going to pick it right back up and collab with each other, writing tunes. Sounds good? I hope it sounds good. So let me know. I'm going to leave the chat rolling for a few minutes after. I'll be typing on my phone. I'll still be sitting here, maybe dancing along. And just let me know what you think. All right. Love you all. Have a great night. Thank you for collaborating with me. This was the most fun I've ever had in my life, really. So congrats, everybody.